three 3-minute rounds ahead of these guys. On the right of the screen, a man that we've seen many times before on combat video in the form of Robert Russell. And we haven't seen this man here, although he's in the ring for fight number 9. It's Ian Charlton, fighting out of the MTI gym, trained by Mark Hampton. And he's got an excellent record, and immediately we see that he faces up in the southpaw stance. So Russell trying to put the early pressure on. Oh, walks into a good left hand there from Charlton. Robert Russell, his last fight was for a title over 5 rounds against Ricky Campbell, so should get the 3 minutes okay. I'm not sure Charlton, well, he hasn't gone 3 minutes before, 3-minute rounds, but I'm sure he would have been training hard for this. And after a strong start, Russell settles down a little bit, trying to get into some sort of a rhythm. Nice kick to the outside of the thigh that went unanswered. But plenty of power in those kicks from Charlton. Winds up another one. Russell trying to go forward again and get some momentum up. That's a nice kick. He's a very strong, compact sort of a fighter from what we've seen of Charlton so far. But certainly Robert Russell's come to fight, that's for sure. Looping left hand. Fought some good fighters over his career. Has Russell. That was a nice shot to the midriff. So he's got a game plan going out there and working the body quite a bit. Oh, good comeback there from Charlton, but a nice left hand, and Russell showing some strength in there as well. Full tie rules by the look of that, the first elbow thrown. Well, that's what it looked like to me. Maybe I was wrong, but we'll soon find out if any more follow. And now Charlton cuts that ring off, back into the neutral corner. Robert Russell slips along the ropes. His footwork has been good so far. And yeah, good strong start. Got a game plan, working the body, and back to the corner where he'll be greeted by Joe White. I think the guys only got 1 minute in between there. They're professionals who fight 3 rounds. They get 2-minute break. I think that was only a minute. The mouth guard is replaced on Robert Russell. I thought he had a pretty good round. Both fighters had their turns. And Russell trying to soften up the legs. I have seen him be damaged in the leg department. But, well, there's plenty of power in that one into the up underneath the floating rib. I was talking to Joe White before the fights tonight, and said that Robert Russell is a very strong boy when he's training hard. So, well, yeah, definitely elbow fight. And we see Charlton try to get his away. Downward one for a start, and then follow up with the short left elbow. Both short of the mark, but the intentions have been known. Both guys not scared to bring them out early in the fight. Quite often we'll see fighters wait till the last round because, of course, the elbows, if you're close enough to give one, you're close enough to cop one. So fighters usually wait a little bit longer. That was good timing on that left hand. Almost resignation of disbelief there from Ian Charlton. How did I miss that? That elbow must have went real close. And now he gets into the knee situation. And Robert Russell finding it difficult to get out of that vice-like grip from Charlton. There goes a lovely elbow right across the jaw. And Russell showed his toughness to be able to take that. It's followed up by a good kick, and Robert Russell in a little bit of trouble here. And Charlton hasn't rushed in to try and finish anything, but he's biding his time, trying to work things out. Corner asking him to come forward. Another good kick to the midriff. And I think Robert Russell might have been hurt because he was pretty strong on the attack earlier on, but at the moment things are a bit quieter as far as his attacking ability is concerned. So one of those kicks to the midriff maybe damaged the rib or something. But he's having a little bit of trouble, and he's in even more now as Charlton goes forward. Really putting the pressure on the elbow, then followed up by an uppercut. And Robert Russell doesn't look too comfortable out there at the end of the second, but this man certainly does. Mark Hampton down there, telling him how he can win this fight. The man from Botswana, come to New Zealand in 2003, sells health insurance. MMA and rugby are a couple of sports that he likes, and when he gets a bit of free time, get game of golf or spending time with his girlfriend Lizette, high on his list of priorities. Now, can Robert Russell make a comeback after being in all sorts of trouble in round number 2? Well, a slow start from Charlton, that then realises that, hey, I've got to try and finish off where I left off, and he puts the pressure on, and Robert Russell does well to avoid a count there and slips along the ropes away from the big bombs. Oh, nice short elbow, put the head down and over the top he goes. Pressure going on again from Charlton. Around behind the guard with that left hand of hers. Trying to take the legs away, mixing it up a bit. Robert Russell, he's more on a defensive mode here at the moment than anything else. Terry Hill going to break them up. No, they... Ian Charlton just letting his foot off the gas here a little bit. Was really in the driver's seat. Just looking for the one clean shot. And whereas before he was being methodical and really trying to break Robert Russell down. And Mark Hampton really asking him to pick up the pace again and keep the pressure on. You let a fighter like Robert Russell back into the fight, things can go against you. Russell really sucking in the big ones here, looking for the aqua lung as we get towards the end of the round. Slips under one, and then the elbow just skims across the top of the mohawk. maybe it's the 3-minute rounds that have slowed the fight down a little bit. And time sounds for the end of another one. Oh, well, quick exit. No, quick exit from the ring from Robert Russell. And yeah, disappointed with his performance, obviously, but just run out of steam a little bit after a really fast start. So a good record extended there from this man, Ian Charlton. Only beaten twice in his career, I think, and yeah, he showed a lot of good skill there. Strong, very strong and compact fighter. And survived the onslaught, the early onslaught, and come back strongly.